I think you're so correct in saying that mental health is so important because, like you said, everyone is
Mm.
human. We all have off
Mm-hmm.
days, and as much as some people love to work, like myself, and I bet you too as well, that we're kind of
Mm.
work obsessed, aren't we? And we can't stop. We can't relax a lot of the time,
Mm.
but we have to just say like, boys and girls, I've got to take a day off. So I totally agree. And do you kind of implement that more now? That's the kind of mental health thing now. Do you allow them to kind of relax now? Or,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I think, um, especially when blushes were together, um, and things were starting to take off quite quickly. Sorry, I realized quite quickly that they weren't. None of us were expecting it to be as quick as it was, and I think at first I was like, yeah, they're all going to be so excited. They're going to be like fully up for it and really engaged and committed. Where actually they were petrified. You know,
Mm,
they knew that they had day jobs to juggle. They knew that they had things were about to change quite quickly.
mhm,
The amount of work they were going to have to put into the band was going to have to increase quite a lot, and they were like, actually, like there's a lot of pressure on us now. And I think at first I hadn't really considered how much it was going to affect their mental health, because I just thought it was great and all our dreams were coming true and they were doing great things. Whereas actually they needed someone to be like, guys, we're still, just five people, who want to do good things, but
mhm,
also try to keep them as grounded as I could. Um, because especially in the music industry, you can go from being up here
mhm,
to being at rock bottom again. You know, I think it happened for Blushes. It happens for a lot of bands. You get one really good piece of like news or an opportunity comes in, and you think, oh, this is going to be it, and then nothing happens, and then like,
mm,
or the opportunity comes in and they're like, the brand are actually like, no, we're not doing that anymore, or
mm.
that idea's gone now, and you're like, but that was going to be our big break, like that was, and they're like, no, it's gone. So you have to prepare artists for that, and I think especially when it comes to mental health with artists, there's so much pressure on them, that a lot of people don't really consider.
Mm.
Like if it happened all the time with Blushes, they'd go out on like a night out or something, someone would come up to them and be like, oh, what are you guys doing, like, and they'll be like, oh, we just played a gig here,
Mhm.
and they'll be like, oh, that's really cool, and they'll get messages all the time being like, oh, it's so cool that you're in a band, like you guys must be like traveling all over the country and doing this and doing that. And
Mhm.
there's so much pressure when there's people messaging you all the time like, what's next, like when's your next gig, or
Mm.
who are you supporting next, and you're like, um I don't know,
Yeah,
like and
yeah.
it's one of those things where, people, I don't think, unless you're in the industry,
Mhm.
it all looks like bright lights and, you
Mm.
know, big tours and audiences, whereas actually there's a lot that goes on underneath that people aren't really aware of. And I think um, the idea of being in a band sounds so impressive and
Mm.
exciting. And it's not until you actually get in that band and you're expected to know what EPK is where it all feels a bit real.